Hey guys, Mr. Junix here again. Just out in the shed, splitting a few pieces of wood by hand here. Good old axe. Just wanted to sit down for a few minutes and talk about what's on my mind, why I prep, what's going on in the world, and what I think about it. Anyway, my little 2 cents on the world. So the first thing is the main reason I'm prepping. And I mean, there's tons of them out there. There's, all the reasons in the world as to why you can prep, and it's not even a, apocalyptic type of scenario issue. I mean, just to survive. It's been a staple of life through eternity, and it's really only been the recently in the last, say, 50 years or so, that people haven't been prepping, and that's a big issue to me, because it's been proven, historically, that you need to prepare for times when everything won't be so easy. We've been relying on government to fix issues, storm relief, this and that. Living life on a day-by-day basis, and then when some type of scenario comes about that there is an issue with your security, with your livelihood, you rely on someone else for that, and that defeats the purpose of trying to live. I mean, you go through day by day to try to live, and I mean, I know there's some people out there, you have jobs where you actually live paycheck to paycheck, and you can't afford any more than you have or to put away. But I feel that the main populace is just living not necessarily beyond their means, but at the end of their means, and it's controllable. It's something that could be changed. Even myself, I feel that we eat too good right now. We go out and buy these expensive foods and this and that, and I mean, life is good right now, but I am concerned with the future and what's happening, and I feel that maybe if we were to lay off a little bit on the expensive food that we have now, and just get medium grade food and live off of that, not have so many fancy nice meals, we could take that extra money, put it away, and it would make a big difference in the future. A big difference as to how well we eat, or if we eat in the future, because the way the economy's going, gas prices, I see a couple gas jugs there, I went and filled up the other day, just to store it, but I mean, with the price of gas we live on, I mean, it just shows you how much we rely on gas. There's people, talking now about people not being able to make it to work because of the gas prices, reliability, being able to survive and live a decent life, and we've all done it based on gas, and fuel and electricity, and all these things that do our work for us. We have to localize. I have an uncle in the military, the Canadian military. He sees a lot about what goes on in the world and what's happening. And he told me when he retires, he's going to basically retire and make a hobby farm. He says it's localization. Everyone is going to need those necessities, and we won't be able to transport them and be able to do what we do now. It's just not sustainable. You can tell with what we're doing to the environment, the economies worldwide. We just don't have... the world can't sustain how well the populace is living, in first world countries right now. It's just, it's not sustainable. Gas for a wood splitter, might be something we can't afford later on. Maybe you have to learn the skill, how to actually split wood by hand with an axe. It's a lot of work. It's sweat, hopefully not blood, sweat, and tears, but at least sweat. And, I don't know if you know this, there's actually a skill to splitting wood, where you don't, potentially break the axe. I actually, when I picked up, wood splitting a few years back, I was doing it for a friend, and, I went to my local Canadian Tire and bought what what they said to be one of the best splitting axes around. I ended up breaking 3 axes before I chose the one that works best for me, and it's not just the axe itself, it is the way I was doing it. I've learned the skill of how to split wood without breaking the axe, and potentially being able to do it forever with that axe. I mean, lifetime warranty on this axe, but you know, if the store doesn't exist to be able to replace it, where are you going to get it? How are you going to repair it? Right, so that's kind of the issue. Get a wooden handle. You know, the axe head should, you know, virtually be good forever, but you gotta think about these things. How are you gonna, you know, do everything? I have something that came with this place which I really like and enjoy. This saw right here. It's a one-man saw, and you know, if it ever comes down to it, you don't have you can't get gas, or maybe you just don't want to make the noise to attract attention to your area. One-man saw might be enough for you and your community to be able to process some wood in lengths for a stove, be able to heat yourselves for the winter. You know, get a couple guys on processing wood all summer, and you know, hopefully you have some stored up. Wood right now is one of the biggest things I have to store up, and this summer I plan to get 5 cord and put it away, and we only burn 2.5 cord of wood a year here, and that's keeping the house pretty warm, so that should you know, that should do us for 2 years, and that's just my temporary goal, 2 years worth of wood ahead of time. So hopefully that hopefully I'll be able to achieve that this summer and get that prepped up here. I have a lot of different things I'm trying to put through for prepping, and you know, trying to make this place. Now I grew up in the town, you know, and one of my personal experiences is growing up in town. It just scared me when my eyes started to get opened with everything that's going on in the world right now. And I figured town is not a place for me. I know there's apartment preppers out there. I don't want to, you know, look down or say anything about that, but I just feel that it's not sustainable. Maybe prepping in town might be something that that you do to get you through those first few months if there's a, you know, immediate catastrophic, you know, SHTF situation, but I don't feel it's sustainable. So, you know, maybe get you through the first few months, and after that be able to, you know, bug out to a retreat location, you know, somewhere where there's people, where you're able to grow food, and hopefully be able to maintain a small society. So, you know, security, food. I'm looking to get an aquaponic system here, you know, chickens, greenhouse, maybe even some goats, be able to process some milk for ourselves. So a lot of different plans here. You got to take it one step at a time. You know, don't get discouraged if you just started prepping, you're getting into all of this and you see what everyone else has and what they're doing. Don't get discouraged by it. I only started prepping about 9 months ago, and I just feel so strongly about it. I decided I had to change my life, my living situation and everything. I live far enough out of town that my community will be part of the part of my preps. My community, they're far enough out of the sticks to be able to help one another, and it's secretive enough that the town nearby potentially wouldn't even know that we exist in a SHTF situation. My first line of defense would be secrecy. So that's basically what there is to it. Anyway, I don't want this to go on forever. I still got some work to do, and you know, continue prepping and getting some wood ready and stuff. But I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what I think is going on in the situation and in the world, and what I'm doing to try to help myself for the future. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them. Thanks for watching.